It's in the game.
Sunshine State, a hotbed of passionate football fans. It is not hard to find where rivalry battle lines in the state are drawn on a day like today. These two are due to lock up once again, and we can't wait to get it started. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Spot. As we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a team from the SEC, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Gators will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Florida State's offense will have the football first. And guys, this was an interesting, if not confounding, experience to watch last year. We'd seen Florida State's issues all season, but it really felt as if the changing of the guard happened with the way the Gators just dismantled them.
It was a very sloppy game from Florida, too, even though they got the dominant win on the road. And funny, thinking back to that game, David, maybe the play of the year for DJ Lagway. Do you remember that time he threw the D lineman off him that was going to get a sack, was able to run to the right, find a completion? That was big man strength by a young true freshman quarterback, and a big reason why I know Gator fans are excited for this one.
Yeah, and these two teams couldn't have had more opposite seasons. Both started really struggled out the gates, but Florida really turned it around, and you could feel the momentum going the other direction. Florida State, they flat jumped off the cliff.
Run to the right. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design.
Celebrity you can get your hands on to like collab with you, bro. Like, I know you're still like a racist piece of shit because everyone you hang around is a racist piece of shit, and half of them like gladly see the N-word on camera, right? You were hanging around that girl that lied on Ty Lil, and she came out full-blown raccoon talking about she hates black guys, even though she consensually had sex with one and then tried to destroy the life.
On scrambles, and it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Floating away. Breaks into the open. Got some room entered to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
And every team has their script, and they want to get the game off on this foot, and they want to make sure that they have balance and get these plays in and assert the line of scrimmage. Run the football, and they do. They create the explosive run, and they open this football game with a touchdown.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And it was capped with an explosive 22-yard run. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Abrams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Florida's offense will get the ball for the first time. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job at confusing. Mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be third down.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? The better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Looking for a man. It's Lagway. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Man, this home crowd was so jacked up, so excited to finally get the football after giving up points on the first drive and having to be quiet. Now they're quiet again. How about the defense coming in here, shutting this crowd up early and doing their job?
The Gators will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Gets his first one of the day away. He might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. This rivalry only dates back to the late 50s, but what it might lack in long-term history, it more than makes up for in disdain, guys.
And historically, this game really has meant a lot. You go back to the 90s, this was basically a de facto national championship game before the championship game. Remember, they played twice back in 1996, the year Danny Wuerffel won the Heisman Trophy. So this game always means a lot.
Got the first himself. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Line gets set, first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Robinson. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, first and goal. Looking to pass, it's Castellanos. Into the end zone, and he's got it! Touchdown, Noles!
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. And that's exactly what happened.
Try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Hansen. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Few teams improved over the second half of last season as much as Florida. And Jesse, the biggest reason, the play of the young quarterback, DJ Lagway.
He was just unflappable a year ago, Reese, as a true freshman. We saw that on the field, but even in my time sitting down and meeting with him, he just has a poise and a demeanor and a confidence that you don't see very often in college. This is a different type of dude, and they're expecting him to take the next level, and with that, this program carrying it on their shoulders.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Rides the back and leaves it. He has the first and still on his feet. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. And the Gators are flying down the field. Handoff to the lone back. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Finds his back in the middle.
Third down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes them, gets another first down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. They'll give it to the back. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Fires to the wideout. It's complete. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gators! They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This should be the last play of the quarter. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. Back to pass, it's Castellanos. Snagged in the middle, it's Robinson. And he's got enough for the 1st down, it'll be at the 35. It's almost incomprehensible to think the Noles failed to break 17 points 10 times a season ago. That's a year after being prolific. Just there he goes. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Off the play fake. Gets rid of it. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. The screen, he can go. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. To the air on 1st down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. He was lurking, waiting for his opportunity, and like a gator in the swamp, he went into the roll and got that quarterback.
They did, and I tell you what, when you want to be dominant in this league, if Florida wants to get back...
He's loose! Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. And the Seminoles started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Quarterback now breaking the field. Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Seminoles!
I mean, you talk about calling a pretty good defense you feel good about, and you take away the pass, and what does the quarterback do? He pulls it down and just shows the speed, basically becomes a running back, takes it all the way to the house, and makes your defense look silly.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he got loose. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. On first down, here comes this offense. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Florida!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Quarterback keeps it. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. Robinson. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. And the Noles will hustle to the line. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Pittman. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. He rifles one deep down the right side.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
Caught over the middle, it's McCoy. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Wants to throw on first down. Safe completion on the screen. Across the 25. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Here comes the heat. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. On second and goal, he carries again. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This
No
offense
mercy,
is
nigga.
executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find second half to get some stops.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They put together an 81-yard drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right.
It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Scanning the field, it's Castellanos. Fires to the big fella. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Second down coming up. Back to pass. That's reeled in. It's Robinson. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Tight end now in motion. Looking for the score. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Calls his own number. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. This is a designed run. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Oh, the attempt is no good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a three-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Looking for room. It's Ball. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, in a rivalry filled with magical moments, even more here today between the Gators and Noles. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between Florida State and Florida plays out.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Seminoles will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a score.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Sturdivant. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Running it to the right. Powers through the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe. Up a yard.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Back to throw. It's Lagway. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man. It's Brown. They've got it inside the 40 and the 39 as they pick up the first down. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wide receiver going in motion. Gonna run it. It's ball. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line getting set on second down. Off the boot, looking for his man. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Wants to throw again. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. And the Gators will have it 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got it behind the line. It's Sturdivant. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Gators back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. The give from the gun. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Gators! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And a running game can be really hard to stop when you got so many guys that can do some damage, and this defense is taking some licks. This QB's made them look silly a couple of times, but they're starting to adjust. Gotta like that play right there, getting to him and getting him on the ground.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. Grab near the marker. It's Robinson. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Noles in the hurry-up.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. To the air, it's Castellanos. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Can't make the grab, in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down, doesn't convert this time. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
This could turn out to be a huge penalty. Thought they were going to have to settle for 3, and now the offense back on the field with a chance for more. The defense just gives back its mini victory of forcing the field goal try with the roughing the kicker penalty, and now they'll have to come up with a stop in the red zone.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Back to pass on second down. Using the quick game. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Looks as if he's going to run it. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on fourth down. Zings it complete to the right. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Knowles! That Seminole war chant is getting louder as Florida State has built a big lead.
The Seminoles have been able to seize the momentum here in the second half, and they are now running away with this thing. Big plays all over the field.
Goodness.
Have the Noles now looking good.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
On the run, it's Ball. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. Talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Handoff from the gun. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the... possession. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field.
On the double.
Leaves it with the back. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the... Turning it on! He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Quarterback making checks. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. He's got it and still on his feet. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Now on the move. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
Yeah, and there's so much aggressiveness in college football, and I'm here for it. I want all of it. Nice job, fourth and short. I'm buying my club, and now first and...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Seminoles. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth.
Florida State 42, Florida 21.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six, so nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Makes the catch, it's Livingston. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The Gators with the first and 10. Wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. From the red zone, looking for a man. Got it in the middle, it's ball. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking to throw it Lagway. They're working that left side. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Grabbed over the middle. It's Livingston. They get him stopped. Five-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. He'll set up to throw. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Florida! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll start this drive going to the air. At the 35, he's open. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Brown.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there. Safeties are going to be there. So you got to be able to...
Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back. And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
The wins keep piling up, and the stakes get higher along with it as this squad remains unbeaten.